Hi, my name is Xander, and I'm 10 years old.
Hi, my name is Ben, and I'm 11 years old.
And what I learned from Mathobotix was how to program and data testing.
I learned 3 laws of robotics. The first one is a robot cannot harm any humans. The second one is a robot has to follow any given command from like somebody who puts a command in it. And the third one is no harm can come to the robot unless it breaks rule 1 or 2.
Moving on to static and dynamic and electricity. Static is something that does not move, which would be beams, L-beams, any kind of beams, pegs, and axles. And dynamic is stuff that does move, like gears, wheels, and treads.
The electronic parts on our robots would be, well, on this one doesn't work, but we were working on it. It has an infrared sensor, 3 motors on the bottom. This is a remote control. It goes to this, or it was going to go to it. This is, oh wait, not that. This is a sensor, a color sensor, 2 touch sensors, 2 motors, another motor, and another motor, and another color sensor. So, and the NXTs, of course, or the EV3, sorry.
This was supposed to be Wally and the cricket cockroach, but we didn't get to it. We had some problems with this robot, which made us couldn't finish it. We didn't have a bunch of pieces here, so, and they were the only pieces that would work. We tried building other pieces for it, but like put them together and then try that, but it didn't work, so we didn't get to that. And the robotic hand, it was too heavy at first. Like it couldn't lift it up by itself. And because we had 2 motors up here and 1 motor down here, it still needs a little bit of help, but it's a lot better. So we switched it. Now it has 2 motors over here and 1 motor over here, so it's a lot better. The light, the color sensor, well, basically credit card swiper. If anybody can see the pieces inside, they're smooth pieces. Those were pretty hard to find. So we're gonna test out the programs now. First, we're gonna make the robot say hello.
Next one is, well, that one was called Robot Arm Hello, and then the next one's called Robot Arm 2, which will basically pick something up, and if it's red, then it'll like detect it. So yeah, because it has a color sensor. That's a problem. It kind of works, but here, should we show off the color sensors and stuff now?
Yeah.
So basically, it says detected when it senses the color red. I don't know why it worked. I guess it wasn't touching it correctly, but and also, so yeah, it has these light functions up here, which
Can anybody see these lights? It says, okay.
so right now it's the red one that's
It's red.
lighting up. The red one's lighting up. So when it detects something red right there,
When it
which
was going here. When it was going to pick it up, if it worked, it should have detected something red, and the light would turn to green.
to a green color.
And,
Oh yeah. So
and these,
they don't really have a purpose. They're just for fun. But there's a middle light here that's kind of a blackish
and this blue one.
clear color, and the blue one on top of it. So when you press this one right here, the middle one turns on, the middle light turns on, and when you press this one, it'll turn off, turn it on again, turn it off. So we use touch sensors for that, and we also have this credit card swiper thing.
Yeah.
So here,
Okay, you with the black one.
so
So this
the
black one,
it doesn't
work. So
needs
you
to
would
be-
swipe it, and it
So-
wouldn't work.
It needs to be the screen one. So let's test it out. So
It doesn't
Nothing
do
happens.
anything. Nothing happens over here. It doesn't say anything. And when we do the green one, the lights turn
turn
on.
on right here, and it makes a noise. So yeah.
The only other thing, we had one more problem. The base wasn't stable enough. When we were working on it, me and Ben were working on a base and it didn't work. So we had some help and we made a better base.
So
It's much stronger.
yeah, and as you can see, it detected it that one time. I don't know why it didn't work earlier, but it's kind of yeah. And that's it. And any questions, Jack?
On the grasshopper, why did you use like swordish things for the antenna?
Well, basically there were instructions that we were following for it because we finished with this and we wanted to start a new project, and that's just what they had in the instructions.
Why did you guys make the credit card swiper and how is it connected to the arm?
Well, we didn't really. We just did the credit card swiper because we thought it would be kind of cool. It doesn't really do anything for the arm. It just lights these up right here.
The only thing was getting all this stuff and programming at first was really hard, but after like 1 or 2 days, we pretty much figured it out. And then when we figured it out, we finished. So we added a bunch of stuff like these lights, these ones, and the credit card swiper. So we didn't really have to. It wasn't in the instructions. We just decided to add it.
So, any other questions?
What would you do what would you put on your hand if you would have kept on making it?
You would have probably made it lighter. Like maybe put a few more things on. And there's a bunch of other programs on here that don't work. We put them on, and then we wanted to add something, so we put them on again. Then we wanted to add another thing.
Something else is that we would want to add is a stronger wrist movement because this thing falls off like all the time. So yeah. Any other questions?
So I was wondering if you had to do any troubleshooting with the programming, program it and then test it
Yeah.
and adjust.
Yeah, we had to do that like 5 times or something, just because. And we also had to
Especially in the beginning.
put a bunch of different programs on because we Okay, so we did it, and then we made it do one thing, and then we thought it was ready, and then we needed a whole nother, and then we needed, we thought we needed it, we thought it needed a whole nother program on it, and to change a bunch of things. So then we thought it was ready again, and we had to add it again, and on, until we finally got it right, and the max, and we had it up to like 100 power, so.
Yeah.
Oh, and last thing, data logging. I said I learned data logging. It's basically just
Test the power
to test the power of how much is
going into
going into a motor. So we had this one locked up, this color sensor, this motor, and this motor, all on data testing. Any other questions?
Good job, guys.